Well. What a gay day. I'm on my own, but that's okay. I'm sure some people will come along. There's got to be other lives going on. So I'm sure. I don't know why it's not going out that I'm going live. It doesn't make no difference to me either way. Just want to chat about what I've been listening to the last couple of days. So, yeah. Anybody about? Come on down. We got one ghoster. Don't be shy, ghost. Two ghosters. Hey, Stevie Boy, good to see you, bro. Not I got to see you, bro. How you doing, boys? Hope you're both well. Well, I think the weather's changing on the weekend again, so let's make the most of this week. Hey, Migsy, mate, good to see you. How you doing, bro? So yeah, it's been one of those weeks for me. Um, oh, I'm going to turn the volume down. Oh, look at that! What a reaction! No, that's my phone. So I've got it in my laptop on my phone. So yeah, like I said, I was going to do a real late one last night. I will never confirm. Good to see you, mate. And the name you. Good to see you. Good to see you. The wrong afternoon, mate. Good to see you. I was going to do a really late one last night. I was up till 2 o'clock, and I thought, shall I do one? Shall I do one? And I thought, no, let's leave it till tomorrow. Let's get to bed. Mr. BB, afternoon. Yeah, my missus gone away for a week, so it's just me and Jakey boy, so I can do late ones now, one night ones in the next week. I won't do them in the week otherwise because it's family time on me and her. Anyway, let's get that out of the way. Update on the painting in the house. Hey, afternoon, Smiler. Good to see you, mate. I got the painter still painting away there on the house, and it's not a lot to do. This is his third day now, so hopefully he's finished today. He said he might run half a day tomorrow. I hope not because he's on £120 a day. So yeah, so hopefully he's finished today. Scaffolding company. The scaffold's been up a month, but it's only this last week that we've had enough dry weather to actually do any painting. So it's been there for 3 weeks without anything going on. Now, he called along the other day for his money, so I paid him, and he said if it goes over a month, then you're going to have to rent it, weekly. I said, that's okay, fair enough. So luckily, it's not going to go over the month. So I thought, yeah, let's give him a ring this morning now. Let's give him a little ring to tell him to take it down tomorrow. So I phones him up now. Yeah, so I got scaffolding on the house. Be ready to come down tomorrow. Oh, it'll take 7 to 10 days. So he wants to charge me for a week's rental, but he can't take it down for 7 to 10 days. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. I said, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. So yeah, it's a bit strange. So it's not looking too bad, to be honest. I've gone back to sort of black and white colors. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. But yeah, he's got a little bit left to do. Hopefully he can get it all fucking done today. He's had to buy more black paint. I thought I had enough, but obviously 2 coats. Someone takes it away like 40 quid a fucking tub, like. But there you go. Can you hear me, people? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a one if you can hear me. Or am I just talking to my fucking self? Cheers, cheers. I listened to the Burke Boy the other day. Now, and I listened to Jamie's yesterday. Hey, Lynn, good to see you. So I listened to Jamie's yesterday, and the funny thing was, uh, he said he wasn't upset by what they're saying, but he was upset with Henry Crinkle. And he's banned him for life. Yeah, all right. But it was interesting. The Burks, what the Burks were calling him, all sorts for having all these. Because there's all his panel guests up, didn't he? If anybody's seen it, the Burks, he had all his panel guests up, and he was going through them one by one. He's this, and this one's done this, and this one's that, and this one's the other. Now, And till the next big donation comes in, Lynn. So yeah, so he's going through all his panelists, and he's naming him like the number one for providing a platform for to spout all this fucking right wing rhetoric and Nazism and fucking. Now be careful, you. You got Jakey by jumping up. Hey, get back. So yeah, oh, bloody hell, he got to put his head on my lap now. Yeah, so ban for life. I don't think it is, Lynn. It is. Yeah, it's so. Somebody on the panel said, "Oh, best not to talk about the Burks." But I think we should talk about the Burks because what they are doing is spreading a left wing fucking bullshit all over this platform, and they've got a little bit of a following, I must say. And I tell you where I think is a sly bastard is that what's his fucking name? The one that's got like a sausage avatar. I think he's a bit of a devious fucker. He's the one that reported on Maria's channel. Can't think of his fucking name, but he goes on the Burks channel and he's a little snide marks and little digs. Jake, get down, get down, get down, get down, put your bed. So yeah, it's strange what's happening out there, I thought, well, what they were saying about Society X's channel with him providing a platform for these speakers. Now, he is providing a platform for them. But whether or not it can be construed as racist comments or whatever is another fucking thing. But but when I had the bother I had with my old channel, I remember him saying to me, "Oh, he brought it on himself." Well, what's coming round your door now? You brought it on yourself. Whether or not the Burks are right or they're wrong, you're the man. You supply the platform and you supply the guests. So they're right as far as that goes, but I don't think they're right in what else they're saying about it. That they're these type of people. But who knows? Anyway, Andy W, good morning, mate. I just had to speak about that because he's had slight digs at me before, so I thought let's have a little slight dig back at him. But I'm not saying the guests. That's him, my prank audits. That's the man. Yeah, he's a slimy fucker. He's a devious fucker. I don't like him at all. Really, I watched him before, and he's sly. He makes little digs and little snide remarks. Never commits himself much, but he has little digs here and there. But yeah, and when the last time I had a bit of a row with Jamie about something, I think it was about the Burks or something I mentioned, and him, and whatever it was, he done a little outburst and more or less suggested I take my temper out on my wife, that type of thing. I hope you don't take your temper out on your wife. I don't know what temper he's talking about. I don't think I've ever lost my rag on you, And everyone's got a temper, so and everybody can lose it now and again. But it's all right. Then he went and called me a cunt, just as he was coming. But yeah, it's all in the memory bank, and I've got it clipped into me, so I know it's true. But that's enough on that channel. But yeah, as regards to banning any printer for life, I don't think so. I think if there's a big donation coming in, he's back in there. Push. Yes, the name. Yeah. They got an order on channel 4 tonight. Yes, I think AY, if you look at Yogi's channel, he's put a clip up of AY speaking about it. I think it was mentioned he's allegedly earning £20,000 a month. So, I mean, we'll all get our fucking cameras out now if it's 20 grand a month, eh? But, people are going out there doing what they do. So, yeah, Len, it's all about the money, money, money. It is, Len, exactly, yeah. Hey, Adrian, mate. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, so that's that's about the crux of it, really. They're talking about this man, like, from what he was reading out on, because he done a little report himself about it, AY. I don't know the man. I don't follow the man or anything like that. So, but I think it was about him and uh, I don't think you can call it auditing now anymore, Mr. BB. It's not. It's we all know it started off with going to the police stations because you had some wrong ones in the station. They'd done something wrong, and these lads that started it off were going out there and reporting on that. I think that was Marty Blackburn and Lit Free and those type of people, Then when they were getting false arrests and found out they could make a claim, then I thought they'd push it so they would get arrested. They were pushing buttons to get arrested to make another claim. And that's the way it came across to me. Then after that, you've seen fucking dozens and dozens and dozens of people become auditors. Hey, Rob Random, how you doing, mate? And for the simple reason, the money that was being earned, and if you get your views on you and your clicks and your views on YouTube, you're getting paid off them. If you were falsely arrested, then you were making a claim for that. I think Blackburn made a fortune out of it, and News of Yorkshire. But I mean, other people are doing it as well. So they do push buttons. The guy that's jumped on the main shelf with him at them and they all making. Oh, yeah, he doesn't let the work. But whatever it is, that's driving them to do it. I think it's gone off track. It started going well off track when he decided to go to somebody's place of work and start fucking pushing cameras through the window and then telling them they're breaking GDPR because they can see what's on the fucking computer screen after they were shoving the cameras up against the window. Hey, anonymous mate, good to see you. Hope you're well. So yeah, I mean, it's I've always said I don't not being a big fan of the auditing fraternity, not the people themselves. So I find some of them some good people in there, but the things that some of them get up to, it's just turned me off that totally. And what I found was there's been quite a few of them being called out for being wrong ends, obviously, and there's still people being brought out. I think somebody mentioned DJE for something, then AY for something. To go back to Auden, is it Auden Lancashire or something? Was that him that went up, beat his baby up? Was that someone that beat his baby up? I think it was it Auden in Lancashire? Somebody confirmed that. And then there was another one, wasn't it? Manchester or something? Wanted pictures or something, or Manchester Media, wasn't it, or something like that. So there's been quite a few with skeletons in the closet, So they're the ones going out and calling the police rotten and saying they're wrong for this and wrong for that, and then they've got a pass of their own. So you know what I mean? It doesn't really work out for me. So yeah, I've never been a fan of it. Greater Manchester Media, that's the guy, Maxine, yeah. You know what I mean? But that's that's the basis of it, But like the Burks, I think what they are doing is really wrong. They're picking on people and they're telling them, they're ripping them apart and they're laughing and joking about it. Their definition of racism, and they're always preaching about hope, not hate. Now, I don't know if anybody's seen the video. Oh, well, I fuck Rob. No, I won't be watching Channel 4 tonight. If anybody's seen, like I said, the Burks are always preaching the manual of hope, not hate, and it's a scripture to them. But did anybody see what's his name? Tommy Robson and that girl talking in the car? Now, she actually came out and said in plain English that she was approached by Hope Not Hate to lie about Tommy Robson. Did anybody see that? They were going to pay her £5,000. Did anyone see that? So there's your Hope Not Hate, trying to victimize a man, trying to get lies, trying to speak lies about him so they can put it out on their fucking papers and fucking else shit. Look, simple. You don't need a left wing fucking platform to spout. We all know what hate is. We all know what racism is. Get out the way, Jake. Get out the way. Look what you've done now. Get out the way. So, we don't need two lunatics to tell us what's wrong and what's right. That's it, Myla, you've got him, mate. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's sick of it. I was off work for 2 weeks supporting the protest every day. Went back to work last Monday. No idea what's happened, but I hear we might all be on Channel 4 for typing in the chats. I think that they're going to pick out conversations from YouTube, people's off YouTube. They're going to really pick it to pieces. Now, this is the type of thing Channel 4 does because they're as far left as you can get, them bastards. There was an undercover. One of them went undercover in the hotels, and then she was on the main news on BBC. And I saw she talked about and showed was mothers and children, and speaking about those. They didn't show where all these males were staying, none of that, just videos of women and children. So they're just playing it off. I don't like Channel 4. I don't like them at all. They promote, as far as I'm concerned, they're promoting trans and everything like that. So, it's not something that I would call as being doxed on Channel 4 News has got to be dodgy, yeah. Yeah. That's sorry, bro. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Yeah, Porky. But that's Channel 4 for you. I don't think that they're out there to spread the truth, So it's pretty much like Niggy and his boy. They're not there to spread the truth. They're there to spread their poison and their rhetoric, The conversation they had and what they put out on here, that basically if anyone called illegal immigrants Big Mac. He caught me off guard. And what was I saying? I can't fucking remember. Yeah. But it's oh yes, anybody that called them illegal migrants or illegal immigrants was a racist, And that's, I think they're reading that on the left-wing Bible, Hope Not Hate and any other fucking left-wing platform that spouts this sort of fucking bullshit. You can't be a normal parent or grandparent and speak up for what you believe is right. But there you go. It's one of those things, isn't it? One of those things. Yes, Trulin. Yeah. He has dwarfs as girlfriends. Is that right? Did he ever was his partner that passed away? Was she a small person? I don't know. I don't know who's on it, Mr. Beaver. I heard AY talking about it, and I think something's on Smiler's, not Smiler, sorry, not Smiler's page, sorry, Smiler, on Yogi's page. He's put a post up about it. So if you want to check that out, feel free. All right, Big Mac, mate. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? And I think he was pulling up BBA and Was it was the other A something, or there's the other one that goes on to Society X's, and can't think of it, but A something, AD is it, or A something audit. He was pulling them pair up for cracking a joke about actually watching I think people without any limbs of porn, you know, and they call it is it popcorn porn they call it? I'm not sure. I think they and there's GOJ pulling people up on that, you know, and trying to give them a bad name for things like that, you know. Does because they're on a different side to them, does that warrant trying to rubbish people all the time, you know? Tell me I'm wrong. If people do that because they're on the different side of the coin, you know, the left and the right, does that mean you're gonna fucking try and fucking besmirch their reputation and drag them through the fucking mud on this platform? I don't think it does, you know. Well, I know he did mention about fingering a dog. I don't know. I think it was the royal family dogs, wasn't it? You know, nugget porn is that's what it's called, is it? But I know they were trying to, you know, drag people through the mud on that, you know, which I think is wrong. If you don't like what they're doing, you know, get up on their platform and have it out with them. Dragging shit up like that and, you know, throwing it all through the YouTube. You know, if you've got an argument with somebody, get up there and have it out with them. And one of the things, you keep calling out these auditors for what they're doing. Where have you ever been out on this fucking on the front line there to see what's going on? I don't think you have. But you're quite prepared to sit in your caravan and fucking try and bludgeon people to death over it. Fucking load of bollocks, man. You just fucking get up and sort it out with the person you think you've got a gripe against, you know. Go on their platform and they're live. Have it out with them. Not fucking throw shit all around YouTube about them. It's fucking so wrong, man. So wrong. You need to fucking grow up. I know, pal. Get down now. Go to bed. No, go away. Go away. I know. What's the matter? He's a bad guy. No, I'm not playing games. No. Get down, Jake. You have my laptop on the floor. Please don't make false claims about C4s. You know me and Vincent have always spoke highly of them. Yeah, all right. Well, from what I've seen them portray, you know, I think they need to be looked at as well. You know, if you're not gonna give out, you know, both sides of a story, don't do it. You're bringing out this thing about this auditing fraternity tonight. You know, are you looking at both sides of the coin or just one? That's the thing. Maybe they've looked into it, they've got genuine results, and it's all true. I don't know. But if they're going to do something about the auditing fraternity and try and drag them to the mud, then they need to look at the left side of things and look at the people that are committing the crimes and the violence. You know, from what I've seen I've seen a few auditors. I watch Yaki Die a bit. I don't know if you know Yaki Die, the Welsh one. He acts like a child when he's out and, you know, talks stupid and that, you know. But Yaki goes out and he'll get amongst them, and then, you know, nothing aggressive with him, but they tend to turn on him, you know, because he frequents, especially this one little bald guy, he wants to beat the shit out of Yaki, you know. But you know what I mean? Haven't people learned that mainstream TV is anti-white? Yes, Yaki dies magic with his quality of his magic screen pack. Well, yeah, you know it, Yeah. You get some with humor, you know. 13th of October. There back. Afternoon, Nancy girl. Afternoon, Ness. So yeah, it's whatever your beliefs are. I said it last time, didn't I? And I strongly believe whatever your beliefs are. If you sit on the left side or the right hand side, you don't do it. You don't create violence against someone because of their beliefs. You know. And this thing with Charlie Kirk, I know we spoke about it the other day, and I think that the boy that did it deserves the death penalty 100%. Um, there's two little children and his wife growing up without a husband, without a father, you know, all because he's got a different point of view, you know. It wasn't hate speech. I never seen him spout any hate speech. He'd debate, you know, if it was a discussion on trans or discussion on abortion or anything, he'd put his word. He wouldn't be calling them fucking any bad names, you know. Yet that's the way I suppose they try and silence you. Hey, Michael Cash, you're not no mate. That's the way you try and silence the right hand side is with the left, making accusations, pushing the Nazi. And what pisses me off is, please, if you're on the left, learn a new song because our streets gets on my tits. A Nazi scum gets on my tits. Learn some other fucking songs, you fucking assholes. Jesus. So yeah, you know what? It's everybody has a right to an opinion, but no one has a right to cause violence to somebody else because of their opinion is different to theirs. You know, and it just brings tragedy, doesn't it? Like poor old Charlie Kirk. Hello, Jamie, Jamie, Jamie. Well, I heard you saying, Jamie, that I think that JOJ raised it that allegedly his father called for violence, and he said JOJ said he didn't. Sit now, go away, Jakey boy. I'm not playing ball. Get down, Jake. Get down. This dog is driving me crazy. My wife said to go on, get your ball, go on. DPR is encrypted and uploaded. No, stop it. Stop it. Yeah. So the tell you what, drive me crazy since my missus has gone on leave. Long old day yesterday for a poor girl. She left here at 8:30. She got to her destination 10:30 last night. She catch a train, then a bus, then a plane, then a ride in her brother's car. So you know what I mean? So yeah, that's you know, politics is not my strong thing. I'm thick as a brick. So, you know what I mean? But I believe what I believe is right, and that's it. That's all I can do. You know, what everybody else thinks of me, I don't care. If I see something wrong, I will call it out. Hey, man, it's the jungle. Afternoon. Good to see you. This should be. Is it worth watching tonight on Channel 4? That's a thing. I mean, I said I wouldn't do it, and I don't know what time it's on. I won't record it. I've got a bowls match indoors, so I won't see it. So I should pick up all the comments and most probably a bit of clipping on it on the tubes tomorrow. But you know what I mean? Let's hope that Channel 4, whatever they portray bad and good, both sides of the coin. With if it's got to be with the ordinary fraternity, and it's got to be with the protesters, you know. Because I'd honestly say that the only violence I've seen is coming from the left, and that's the way they try and silence people by falsely naming them as Nazis and you know, racists and nasty, and they push that agenda to try and silence people. And then you've got Of course, you've got the government trying to say you can't speak about this, you can't speak about that. So they are trying to silence you from speaking up, and that's the only way they can do it. So it's it's good to have some sort of reporting, but let's make the reporting legitimate. Oh, potatoes! Oh, where's new potatoes gone? Hello, Michael Nottingham Audits. How are you, my man? I hope you're well. Let me see what Tolly says. The Channel 4 program is about discrediting street journalism as they blame them for spreading right-wing rhetoric. That's the thing, see, Tolly, everything that's portrayed that speaks up about the left and migration and is just labelled far right. When they're actually, parents, grandparents just speaking up, a lot of them, about what they believe is wrong, trying to keep the culture we already have in this country. Because it's quite possible that if we are outbred in later years, then our culture will go totally, our history will go, our culture will go. So whether you want to keep that or whether you want some other sort of way of life, I don't know, but I like it the way it is. I mean, I know I've seen the flags going up all up and around England. Where I live, they've actually taken them down now. They were everywhere, and the council have gone out in the night time. I think one of the protesters was from the Stradey Park Hotel. He still does put things on social media, and I drove down, and every lamppost had the Welsh flag on it. They were everywhere around the town, and all of a sudden now there's none. And he actually said, he made a statement on his live that if this was LGBTQ flags or the Palestinian flags, they still be flying. And I think he has a fair point. I think he has a fair point there, because like this council here is governed by Labour, So that's it. You know what Labour say, if everybody speaks up. I remember the new Minister for Wales, when she took over, one of the Conservatives raised a point about grooming gangs when it was rife, what was going on in England, the grooming gangs, and it was well spoken about. He raised a point about the grooming gangs in Wales, and she just brushed it under the carpet, saying that, we don't want to speak about it because it might affect the people that were affected by the grooming gangs. Bullshit. She's sweeping it under the carpet because they don't want to investigate it, because it was being done by a minority. This is it. This is it. You know what I'm saying? So, and anybody see Ed Davey yesterday? My God, the Lib Dems, dear me. First 30 seconds, it was reform. It was reform. Big Mac. I think I can't remember the exact comment he made about Donald Trump and Nigel Farage. Like what Donald Trump is doing in America, and do you want a Farage Britain, something along those lines. Really cut in towards Farage. But the first 30 seconds was reform, and it seems to be that everywhere you look, Labour are doing exactly the same. Reform are doing this, reform bring this, reform bring hate, reform do this. So they're well scared of reform, and quite rightly so, because they've got a platform and it's growing bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? So big up reform. 25 quid membership. You know what I mean? Netanyahu has reached out to reform. And I don't think Donald Trump went down well, speaking about Palestine and trying to make up a state, I know Smiler's very strong on things like this, but I don't know too much about it. But I don't think that Netanyahu is going to say yes, they're going to be a state, because no matter what the rest of the world is saying, you know, I don't think it'll be that. Are we going to be, you know, giving it to a terrorist organization, you know? So there's a lot going on in the world. I mean, it's too much to talk about, but it's just pinpoints that I think, you know, people see. You know what I mean? There's a TV program in America. I can't think of the name of it. It's, I think Whoopi Goldberg is one of the main, and there's another four women on it, and they forever spouting left wing rhetoric on there, calling Trump rotten for this, calling, you know, but they have a guest on there called Damon Amani. I don't know, I think a lot of people know what I'm talking about. And if we haven't seen Damon Amani, he totally destroys them with the truth. The View, that's it, Park, mate, that's it, Park. The View, it's called, that's the program. And he, Damon Amani, he totally destroys these women with the truth. Because there's so much left-wing fucking bullshit spouted by them. It's unbelievable. And yet that's been put out all across America. But he goes on the planet, he's on there, and they have him on regular, and he destroys them. He absolutely destroys them with the truth. If you haven't watched him, go and watch Damon Imani. Absolutely destroys them. The same people making up hate crime laws are the same people telling you who her enemies are. Yes, well, there's some truth in that, all right. But you know what I mean, people. It's just, it's all right for the left to spout this stuff, but if the right speaks up about something, it's hatred, it's hate crime, you know. So it's a one way. The sooner we see the back of the Labour Party, I think the better. Honestly, I really think we should. You know, the best when they're gone, they're gone. I hope the people in Wales will grow up this year and say, right, we've seen what Labour have done. They've been in charge for over 25 years in Wales, and they've done nothing but fuck it up. When they bought Cardiff Airport from Stan Thomas, or Peter Thomas, sorry, when they bought the airport in Cardiff, it was losing millions of pounds. They bought it, they invested a lot of millions of pounds into it, and it's still losing millions, but they're still plowing money into it. I don't know why. Only certain airlines, you know, and only certain destinations. Maybe that's the problem. If they had more flights out there to other destinations, perhaps it'd be more popular. It's handy for us because it's on the doorstep. But if you want to go somewhere, you mainly got to go to Bristol for it, you know. But yeah, so they started doing a reef road around Newport. The cost of millions. They done started on that, then they pulled the plug after spending millions and millions on it. You know, it cost them millions of pounds again to put up 20 mile per hour signs around Wales. You know, and now they've said the local authorities, or you can change roads back if you think it's necessary to change them back, change them back. You know what I'm saying? They're just wasters, you know. And when she's snubbed, it's Leonard Morgan who's the leader. Yeah, same as Newquay Airport. Yeah, there you go, Smiler. Yeah. Well, this Leonard Morgan, who's the leader of the Labour Party and the leader of the Senedd in Wales, and she took over from that gormless man. I can't think of his name. That's how much of an interesting chap he was. Um, she's actually gone and snubbed. She went and snubbed the dinner in with Trump. Now, again, it's down to political views. First of all, she lied because she said it was something. There was a death of one of the Labour ministers in the Senate, young chap who sadly died. I don't know how he died or what the cause was, but he passed away, and she was making some excuses about that, you know. But then she went on a different platform and said it's because of her political views and his political views they disagree. But if you're running a country, if you're in charge of a country, you're there to represent the people of that country, not your own personal views on someone, you know. So it was disgraceful that she didn't go. She should have been there to represent Wales, you know. And anybody else has snubbed him. It's wrong because your politics are different to him. You know, if you're representative of your country, then you should be there. Benjamin Netanyahu is the real president of the United States. Yeah. Like I say, if you want to see this Damon Amani, I think a lot of people know who I'm talking about, and a lot of people have seen him. And check him out on YouTube. How he destroys this View, this program called The View, run by Whoopi Goldberg, who's as left as they can be, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? I hope you do. I hope you do. But other than that, I don't know. I don't watch any auditing channels anymore. None. None at all. If something pops up on my screen, then I'll have a quick look at it. I'll tell a lie, that's a lie. I do watch Yaki Die. I do watch Yaki Die because there's a little bit of humor in what he's doing as well, you know. He's not out there being forceful. He's just humorous. And he pisses him right off with his humor, you know. But that's it. As you know, Yaki's he's out there. He's been doing it for a long time, long time. I don't know how many subscribers he has. I don't know how many he's got, but potatoes, big up the magic screen, yeah. Ossifer, yeah, you got him back. Oh, yeah, he's a character, all right. All right, character. So if you don't watch Yaki Die, you know, check him out. Check Yaki Die out. Give him a sub. He's one of the funny ones out there, you know. Swansea boy is. Partly Greta Thunberg has had a meltdown because they wouldn't let her lick the weight the boat. Nice one, Tolly. Hey, Lynn, I just knocked up Lynn a massive batch of chili this morning. I'm on my own, so I thought, yeah, I don't like it spicy, see. I can't eat spicy food, so I've knocked up a nice chili. I'll have some for tea tonight, and then the rest I'll put in the freezer, so it can be eaten when we want it. And stop it, Jakey boy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I done a little bit of shopping this morning. I'm just hoping that the painter finishes today. Like I said, he's been here 3 days. It's £120 a day. I think he's charging me. So that's 360, and he said it might do half a day tomorrow. So that's going to be 380 plus. He's had to get extra paint, so it's going to be over 400 quid, close to 5, I would imagine. But he's got a full tub of the white paint I bought, so that's 40 quid. He's going to knock off the bill if he's keeping that. So I give him 2 tubs, 2 big 5-litre tubs. You have to use one. Jakey, watch on the buttons, is a good boy. So yeah, that's about all I got to say on the subject. But yeah, I am hoping to downsize. You know, I want to move. This pissing me off with the roads. Jake, hang on, boy. The road out to here is so busy, and in the mornings and the evenings it's just gridlocked. You know, so I want to move further into town. So they'll give a certain individual, you know, another chance to troll me and find my new address. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the letters I had sent to my wife, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but when I was docked by, you know, what's her face? That American woman, when she docked my address, my name and address, I had letters sent to the house address to my wife, calling me and several other people out. I took him straight to the police. So. But then another Scottish goofball was proud to say that he sent a letter to the allotment. I don't think he did because he wouldn't know where the allotment, where to send it. But it's the type of people we were dealing with. But they'll have to track me down again and find my yeah on this letter. It's strange. It came from Scotland, people. This letter, this letter came from Scotland, and on the back of the page was a big photo of Zara B for some strange reason. And then there was all sorts of names mentioned, calling them pedos and other shite, And so, yeah, it was addressed to my wife and calling me and the people I was associating with, or even people I wasn't associating with. I don't never associated with Zara, but she was mentioned, saying she was my best friend on the tubes and all this. But it came from Scotland anyway, and so my missus didn't want me to do it. Just said throw it in the bin, But I took it to the police station. They can't do nothing about it because it's just one letter. But if it comes to then it's harassment, and I mean I will say who I think it is, and hopefully they'll the things collected up and checked out. That's the type of people you're dealing with when you get doxed them, yeah, But the letter came from Scotland, so, and I know these people were in Scotland at the time, and they're very friendly with a certain Scottish individual who thinks it's all right to talk shite. But there you go. Sarah is my best friend on the tube, so. But there you go. Why they sent a picture of Zara on a big A4 letter, I don't know. But anyway, stop it. Get off the computer. Get off the computer. That's a good boy. My camera's fucked. I'll show you a picture of what he's doing. Crazy little doggy, Ah, yes. You're a big pudding, no? Big fat pudding, get in. You're not eating too much. Like me, you're not eating too much. But there you go, people. There is a link pinned if anybody want to join up and talk about anything. I won't be on for much longer. If no one's going to come up, I'll give it an hour. And I'll go to for an hour and then good night, Vienna. But yeah, it's strange people. You got it, Mr. BB. Hey, what's it out, Jake? This dog is relentless and clowning around. Hey, men, good to see you. Hope you're well. So we've had some good weather this week, people. Like I said, it's hey, Christine Wright, good to see you and all. So he's managed to get the painting done, but back to rain on the weekend. Jake, that's enough now. That's enough. Stop now. Crikey, Moses, him and his ball. So I tell him one thing about the fella painting the house. He'd give nothing a run for drinking tea. He would, honestly. No, Jake, no more ball. Right. Yes. Well, yes, good day, everyone. If I missed you out, I'm sorry in the chat if I haven't said hello. There's quite a few people in. And the other thing I got to touch on is what I saw him be seeing lately is Nathan moaning again. So I don't know what he's moaning about this time. I know he was moaning about the swamp, and now he's moaning about, was it Laura and somebody else? But anyway, that's our Nathan. Loves a good moan. Yeah, potatoes, yeah. But Oh yeah, I seen Amaz was live again. Amaz, if you're listening, hope you're well, brother. I see more of you and my wife on you. You're on your them fucking every time I turn on Amaz is live. Big up, Amaz, boy. Respect. Z Jersey. That is King Edward. I know what you mean, man. You're asking if he's Jersey Royal. Yeah, I get you. Anyway, I thought I'd just come up for an hour or so, but I was going to do a late one. I might do a late one. I'm off to the caravan now tomorrow night, so I might do a late one from there. I've got internet. That's if it doesn't crash on me. So we've got a country and western weekend down there. Yeehaw! Not going to be going to it. I'm going to hope to get a bit of fishing in. So hope to wet a line. I mean, I've got to go to the tackle shop. I mean, I'm only going to go coarse fishing, so I need to get some maggies and some worms. You going off in the caravan tomorrow, man? That's good, good, good. I've sold my tourer. I mean, I want the static ones again now, so I'm not towing that anywhere. So I'm just going to go down and have a few days down there myself because my missus gone on holidays. I couldn't be asked to go out to see her brother, to be honest with you. I've been out there quite a few times. It's got a lovely gaff out there, you know, and the weather's nice out there, you know. So she's just chilling out on his pool and that. But yeah, hell of a trip to get out there. So I've got to pick it up, I think, from Swansea, like, I think it's about 4:30 in the morning, I think, something like that, on a return. But yeah, well, that's what I'm here for. It's all love, people. It's all love. So one thing, I've spoke about it before, and others have spoke about my second marriage. Um, my first wife's not very well. I hope she's feeling a lot better. But I think I told you a story about this before. When my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she went and she didn't have a breast removed. She just had a part of the breast removed. You know. So she was in an hospital about down in on the outskirts of Cardiff. I can't think of the name of the hospital. So I goes in the ward to visit her, talking to her now, and she said to me, "Look who's over there." And in the bed right opposite her, was my ex-wife, and she had had the same operation. How freaky is that? Both of them had operations for breast cancer, and when they were both in the same hospital opposite one another. Fucking, I'll talk about freaky. So yeah, I mean, it's hard though. I mean, you, I think I spoke about it before when I met my wife now, and we've been together over 30 years now, and basically she saved my life really, because I was, hitting the drink really hard, you know. So I'd stay out. I'd go out on a Friday, come home Sunday morning, you know, and I felt pretty shitty one day, and went to see the doctor and done some tests and all this business. He said, "Look, if you don't stop your drinking," he said, "you'll be dead before you're much older." So, but it was one of the things. Just when we met, and she put me on the right track. God bless her, and still had a drink, but nothing the way it was. Just and I hardly touch anything now. I mean, if I drink 3 pints when I go out, it's a big drink for me these days. Hey, Paul, see you. Good afternoon, mate. So yeah, she's a good thing come into my life. But it is, family is everything. Like I told you that before many times, family is everything. But yeah, I don't mind. I can talk about it. I got nothing to hide. No shame. Because when the UK lady doxed me, part of the sentence said, "Oh no, let's look into his criminal record." If Emily caught that on the clip, I certainly got it on my clip. And well, by all means, have a look. You won't find anything there because I haven't got one. But I'm not saying I was an innocent boy. I'd done a few bad things in my younger days. Don't get me wrong, but I was never caught for anything, and except for the flick knife one day. I told you that story before. And I was about 15, and the boy, I think he was about 13, 14, a little bit younger than me. We used to knock about together, big gang was. Nothing to do back in the day, just hang about in one place, like they do today. And he'd come back from Spain. He brought a flick knife back, but his father was a police sergeant, and because he was a gang, I said the police pulled up, want to know what was going on. So I actually had his knife, took his knife off and give it to me. I said, give it to me. Didn't want to expect them to search us, and they searched us, and they found it. So I was done for carrying an offensive weapon. It wasn't mine. I took it off him because he had been caught with it, and his father being a police sergeant, well, he wouldn't be looking good, So I got done for that, and that's the only thing I've ever been done for, and that it wasn't even my fucking knife. I got away with drink driving once. I drove all the way from where I used to live to where I live now after a row, and luckily I never got stopped. So, and that's the only two things I've done wrong in my life. Yes, I'm proud to say I've got no criminal record whatsoever. So if anybody wants to look into it, fire away. I mean, one of the people that look into these type of things are the people who's got the fucking worst records. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hell. So, yeah. I'm being happy with my life. Fucking hell, happy with my life. Happy with it. I suppose in one way, I mean, look, I was born in a terrace house in the 50s with no fucking indoor toilet, nothing like that, right? So there was no silver spoon or anything like that. It was fucking, it was on the rough and ready, you know what I mean? You couldn't say, when your food was cooked, you don't say, oh, I don't like that, I'm not eating that. You either ate it or you fucking went without. Simple as that. You know what I mean? If you didn't eat what was in front of you, you went without food. So, it was, back in the day, it was fucking, that's the way it was. But I worked all my fucking life. I earned a fair bit of money in the job I had, and I got what I am today. I've got no mortgage. I've got a couple of cars. I've got to start the caravan because of hard work, and the same with my missus, when she left the forces, she was in the Navy. When she left the forces, then she actually, went and got qualified as a housing officer, done a degree in, and she went on to something else. So she worked hard all her life and all, So you don't get given anything in this world. If you want it, you've got to go out and fucking earn it. Who's this fella coming in here? This stranger. Hello, stranger.
I can see you struggling, Tyrone.
Oh, I'm just talking. I said, if you want anything in this fucking life, you don't get given anything. You got to go out and fucking earn it.
I've come up because you started confessing to all of your crimes and sins over the years.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
thought, let's get up there and stop him.
It was very short, Vincent. I've only done two things ever. I didn't get caught for the one and I got caught for the other. So that was just short and sweet, those crimes. Hey, Shaz, Jerry.
My only conviction, I parked on a a zebra crossing in Peterborough. Was it Peterborough? Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah,
Peterborough when I was
Middlesbrough.
17 years old. There's fucking sunshine there. Shows your sockets. Are you in Spain?
No, Middlesbrough.
Oh, you look like you're in the middle of Benidorm there.
I thought you were out there with Chris, then, in sunny Spain. Nice clear sky, not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please do not lick the walls.
That's why we YouTubers. Hope you're all good.
So, what is your opinion on the J or J side of things of trying to, blacken everybody's name that doesn't agree with his fucking left-wing rhetoric?
Well, it's as simple as this. We have our channels for one distinct reason, and that is to discuss how we feel about certain things. And it's just by happen chance that we all have a similar view and outlook on life. I don't think that view and outlook on life is extreme or far right or even in any way offensive. I've heard a few dicks say words that they shouldn't have, and I've heard a few people be offensive, but that's human nature. J.O.J. also has his own bunch of views and opinions on things. What he needs to do is go and play with people who have similar views. He's here as an instigator. They're trying to rile people. They're trying to catch people out. We know from intelligence, not that intelligent, that they've, Reese, who goes on to Jamie's Society X, they've contacted his work because they know the company that he works for. They've contacted his work and attempted to get him in some kind of trouble. Now, I don't know what the outcome of that is or was, so I won't speculate. But I'm very aware that Niggy has admitted to ringing the company that Reese works for. Now, this is just, it's not even childish, it's nasty, it's spiteful, and this is everything that the left is. They're spiteful, and the reason I'll finish up now. The reason why they're so frustrated with us is not that they don't agree with us; is that they cannot argue with us. They cannot argue the points that we make.
Jamie says he got told he had a right to discuss religion.
Jamie would probably be able to tell us a bit more as to what actually happened, but I know they contacted him, and that's just fucking low life.
Yeah, I heard that. It is the lowest of the low. It's really vindictive. I mean, I've listened to him. Was it yesterday? They were on a day for yesterday, and they had Jamie's panel on. They had his guests on there, and they just attacked every single guest one by one.
Jamie's is a training ground for far right extremists. You're aware of that, aren't you, Tyrone? He's literally a Nazi factory over there.
Well, this is what the Burks are trying to portray, But the thing is, what I don't like about it, right? Whatever it is, they discuss BBA and something to do with popcorn porn or something. They were laughing about that or something, right? And they were trying to belittle them, and someone else, because they had a laugh about this certain thing,
Yeah.
Instead of being the man, and when BBA goes live, is going up on his platform and saying, "Look, BBA, I didn't like what you've done with that," But no, they want to just drag him through the fucking mud for no reason.
They can't do that. They haven't got the ability to do that. They haven't got the reasoning, the accountability, or the sense to do that. They literally are a little pack who are sending information in all sorts of areas, folks. I can tell you that. Sending information in all sorts of directions and hoping that some shit will stick.
Yeah. But I could see at one point they were attacking Ubers.
Ubers went on and called them a pair of fucking Nazis.
Well,
I was watching it.
Ubers being Jewish, they were slating the Jews, saying about the genocide and things like that. And then, I've seen Ubers go on there. He's been respectful to him. Say what you like about Ubers. He's been respectful on their platform. Every time I've listened to him going on there, right? But for them to laugh and joke and be nasty to him for no reason other than he's Jewish It's beyond. Fucking beyond, man.
Well, they should all be eaten from the same shit bucket. Really, shouldn't they? They're all sort of lefty retards.
Hey, yo.
But what annoys me the most about JOJ is he's reading from the Hope Not Hate, or rather,
Yes.
should I say the Hate Not Hope, because that's what it really is. The Hate Not Hope songbook. He will quote fake news constantly, and it annoys me so much because he'll do it with such a face that he believes it. You know, this whole an immigrant brings prosperity to this country. Well, how come they didn't bring that to their own country? You know, immigrants built Britain, diversity built Britain. Well, what did they do in their own countries before they got here? And didn't they think to themselves, if we're going to build something, let's build our own fucking shit? You know, all of this nonsense that you get from him. And it annoys me so much. And he does it, he attempts to do it as convincingly as possible. Oh,
Yes, I spoke earlier about a video I seen with Tommy Robson, and I don't know who the girl was. I think she was closely associated with him at one point. I don't know, and they fell out after a row or something. But she was telling Tommy that Hope Not Hate offered her £5,000 to make up a story about him.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. So, and this is the platform. This is their religious book. I mean, this pamphlet is about now sitting about what the auditors, you know, and there's a paragraph in there about the Stradley Park Hotel and what went on there. Somebody's put it on there, and it's all bullshit. It's all lies, you know.
Yep.
There's not a word of truth in it.
It's what they peddle, Tyrone.
Not a word of truth in it. But yes, they believe it's true because somebody on their side of the fence wrote it.
So are we seeing a change in an approach to the left? Because it's fair to say, I think we're all of the same opinion here that the left are the only ones who are causing any hurt, damage or violence.
Yes.
I cannot personally, and anyone's more than welcome to bring something up in the chat, I cannot personally think of any right-wing violence that pops into my mind. I know there's some really sort of fast and loose examples out there historically over the last 20 odd years, but I can't think of one which causes a lot of damage. Now, in the last few days, Donald Trump has prescribed Antifa as a dangerous organisation.
Oh,
and
they are.
I think he's either banning them or considering banning them, or making a motion to ban them, you know, and try to break down their organisation or ability to organise, rather. And that's quite a smart move by him, because when America farts, we get the shits. So it'll roll out. It'll roll out further.
Yeah. This is one of the things. I mean, they just don't get what they're trying to do, Vincent. Are they trying to build a big channel? Are they doing it for clicks and views? Or do they genuinely believe this bullshit they're spouting?
They genuinely believe the bullshit they're spouting. You're right, third time. They genuinely do. They're both just, they're imbeciles. They're
You know what their defense
intellectually weak.
Do you know what the defense will be about the right wing, the so-called right wing, was when them two poor children got murdered, and there was an attempt to try and set light to an hotel or something.
Yeah, of course. One individual who was probably an undercover police officer. Of course. I mean, this is how it happens.
Niggy told me that I was instigating terrorism, and
yeah, Niggy's a twat.
bear me in, Vince. I got to let this dog out. He's just driving me up the morning. He wants to go for
Jakey, you're winding him up today.
Take care of the chat, Vincent.
I'll see what I can do. Smiler, our beef still continues, and my subs are going up hugely. I suggest we meet on a panel soon over the next couple of days. Have it out. I'll write the script. Old potatoes? Who's old potatoes? I only know new potatoes. Yogi, do you reckon they're going to rip AY Audits a new arse tonight on Channel 4? I think so. Channel 4 tend not to be fair and decent with their reporting when it comes to political opinions which don't align with theirs. How's your testicles, Smiler? my limp's all right. I'm walking around really good now. I am running. I've been running for a good few weeks now. So yeah, I think Channel 4 are going to take the opportunity to call him all the usual names: racist, instigator, immigrant hater, and all that. Channel 4 won't be mentioning any of the crimes that are committed by these illegal immigrants. They'll just be attacking the way that it's approached by the new media, the social media.
This is what's bad about it, Vincent. I said earlier, it should show two sides to the coin, not just,
Well, they won't. Channel 4 are horrendous for their left wing views.
Oh yes,
it's an almost fully funded channel. They're almost as funded as the BBC are. They make a little bit of money from advertising.
Right, I think that Hope Not Hate and a few others are funded by the unions,
Yeah, generally. Not so much by the unions, but by left-wing organisations, NGOs and things like that. There's a real invested reason as to why they want there to be an opposition. It can't just run away with itself that the right would start making ground. They have to have that left-wing element there. That's why they pay them. That's why they ship them in coaches. That's why they all have the same signs. Fucking lazy leftists can't even be asked to make their own picking signs, And
this is what I've said earlier. So I said I've seen a lot of protests, and that's all I've seen is the left being the aggressors every single time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're aware, at the Unite the Kingdom protest or march or whatever it was, 8 far-right extremists were arrested and 18 far-left extremists were arrested. But when the news reported on it, it called it a far-right march.
Yes, it did.
And 26 people were arrested. That's what they said. 26 people were arrested. Well, when you break it down, 18 of them were the fucking lefties who were against it.
Yeah. I don't know. Is the one guy called Yaki Dai. I don't know if you've ever seen his videos.
I do, yes. I'm aware of him through you, Tyrone.
And there's this little guy that Yaki seems to turn up. And there's this little guy there who's there all the time, and he's threatening to beat the shit out of Yaki Dai.
Yeah.
Aggressive as anything,
Yeah.
And he's only there filming. He laughs at him and jokes with him. Nothing nasty, but they want to beat the shit out of him because he's there.
This is a common feature. We've seen this all through COVID, and before that with the trans sort of library protests. It's the left that's always the most disgusting, spitting and calling names and all sorts. One thing that made me really, it kind of made me feel sad that it had to be said, and it was at Charlie Kirk's memorial, and one of the people speaking said, after Charlie Kirk's death, there was not one angry protest, and there was not any angry rioting, and the crowd cheered, and I got what he meant. I got what he meant, but it just doesn't occur to the right to do anything like that. That's not considered to be action, whereas the left, as we saw with the fucking BLM bullshit, as soon as some criminal sort of is sort of deleted, They burn down their cities and, go
Yeah,
looting for 3 days.
yeah, yeah.
And yet we're still called. We're still called the violent ones. And they're described as mostly peaceful. It bemuses me. It bemuses me, honestly. It's
I tell you now, Vincent, you're right. You're absolutely right because it's blatantly it's there every march you see. It's these people. If somebody's here with a camera, they're going to stick this big board across your face, or they're going to nudge you, or verbally abuse you. It's every single time they left. This
yeah,
crazy, cowardly bastard has shot Charlie Kirk because he has a different point of view to him. You know. And the thing I find horrendous was I'm glad they arrested him. I don't know if you've seen all these flowers laid out, and some scumbag was trudging through, they're just kicking the flowers everywhere.
horrible.
But the people that were there soon got out of him, and then the cops come in. But why?
I've been watching videos where quite a lot of these people who had commented online got a bit of karma for it. They were
Sacked, yeah.
either humiliated online or sacked or thrown out of university, college,
Quite
whatever they're
rightly
in.
so.
And yeah, quite rightly so. Uh, One of them was Pink. I don't think anything happened to her. Pink, the artist. I've never.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm male anyway, so I wouldn't be
yeah.
a fan. But I don't know anything by her. But I know she put something distasteful, and she's removed it.
Yeah, so
So
did Jimmy Kimmel, didn't he? And he was removed for a week,
yeah,
wasn't
I
he?
don't know anything about that. I know he's back in now. I think he's
Yeah.
sort of gone
And
back in now.
it was
So,
turned right around because of freedom of speech.
Pop
They
goes
said
the weasel. That's
yes.
what Pink wrote. Pop goes the weasel.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible woman. Horrible
Wow.
fucking woman.
I haven't seen that, but I've seen a lot of distasteful things, and people speaking on YouTube videoing, and I've seen some good things of these horrible bastards crying, "Oh, I've had the sack. I've lost everything." Yeah, good enough for you. You deserve it for what you're
Yeah,
doing. You
yeah.
horrible bastards, you.
What's happened is they've been subjected to what they've been trying to subject their opponents to for years. Because
Yeah.
they just want to cancel anyone who has a different opinion to them. What was it? Jerry put. I can't remember. Elon said something about they did it because they couldn't argue with him. I can't remember what was it. Jerry, remind us again what Elon wrote or said about Charlie Kirk at the memorial. It was quite a nice
Yeah.
little
Yeah, I
thing
just
he
caught the
said.
tail end of it. And he's full of praise for him. I think it was called a political assassination. You know, I mean, I watched Charlie Kirk for a long, long time on you, and all the debates he's done around all these universities and all these campuses against debating the trans, and it's a thing that because they think they're a certain thing, a woman or whatever, they want to push that narrative onto you, me, and everybody else, and we have to agree with them. Well, we fucking don't agree with you. And this is what he was saying. We don't agree with you. And many people like him have said the same thing. There's quite a
Yeah,
few doing it. And
yeah,
because they don't like his debates, I mean, they decided to assassinate him. And I know I think he's been given the death sentence, that scumbag. Yeah, I hope it's slow. I hope it's slow for what he did to a young man and his family. Terrible thing to do.
Well, if you follow the story we're being told, it wasn't a they, it was a him, wasn't it? It was a one individual who
Yeah,
chose
yeah,
to carry out this task. I mean, and I'll stipulate again, if you trust their version of events, the authorities, because there's a lot of doubt on it. I know that I tend not to trust anything when I first
Smiler
hear it.
says it wasn't him. He was a patsy. I don't know, Smiler. Patsy
Yeah,
to who? And for whom?
I will jump on Smiler at the first opportunity he starts peddling a conspiracy, but I am very aware that it doesn't have to be a a conspiracy, sometimes there can be just a convenient truth there as well, you know. I wouldn't trust their version of events if my life rested on it. But yeah, and anyway, if you do follow his story, his sort of reasons, he was in a relationship with a trans woman, and he felt that Charlie Kirk disagreed with that lifestyle. Well, that's not necessarily true. Charlie Kirk was very much do what you want to do, live your own life, very much like me, and I think very much like most people. Just don't shove it down my face. You don't have to bring it to the children. You don't have to feature on every other television program on TV and in every single... You know, it doesn't have to be all about your sexuality, because that's all you get these days. You know, when these leftists stand up, the first thing they tell you is which hole they like to aim for. It's like... and I find this mystifying. I come from an old world where you didn't even talk about sex, really, let alone your distinct preferences, you know.
I mean, I watched the video.
Born and raised a Catholic, folks. I used to get sent to bed, you know, if we were watching TV and I was 12, 13, 14 years old, playing with my Lego on the carpet in front of the fire, and something slightly titillating came on the bed. I used to be told, get up
Type
to
of bed.
Yeah, crazy.
Enter name here says the blood coming up Charlie's neck was an exit wound. So I don't know if that's right, or was it actually an entry wound? I don't know. But I watched the video, the way he slumped over, and he must have hit the jugular straight away, because the blood just gushed out of his neck, didn't it? Absolutely gushed out.
I can't bring myself to watch the video, but I think I was watching Smilers or something the other day, you fucker. It was somebody, and they had like a 1 second clip of it, and it just flashed on screen. It might have been Smilers, might have been someone else's, and I didn't want to see it. You know.
Well, I didn't want to see it.
Hey,
Broxy,
yeah. I was the remote control for the television for the first 12 years of my life as well. Yeah, you'd be shouted down, you know, my name, shouting, Julian, that's what they'd shout, call me down, Julian, oh, Julie, and then I'd come, oh, I've just given you my real name, and then I'd come, I'd have to change the fucking channel and then go back upstairs. I was delighted when we finally got a television with a remote control. Just before anyone thinks I was doing that before remote controls were invented.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah.
Everyone's furiously searching Julian now, all my adversaries. Julian Vega.
Oh yeah. I know that he was well spoken. I think you were part of the debate that J.O.J. was having with his people. I think you were brought into it at one point.
Was I mentioned?
Oh yes, you were mentioned.
I went on to Tunes with him. Him and Tunes were talking about immigration, so I went on. And I mean, J.O.J. has nothing for me. So he can try all his bullshit and I will just hit him with facts. And eventually he shuts up, starts getting all name calling, and then leaves. It's quite funny, you know. He's got no ability to debate me. And one of his argument points for me was, well, you keep claiming you're some kind of big-time businessman. And I'm like, when did I do that? And sort of inferring that I imply that I'm some wealthy fucking oligarch, you know? Fuck me. And that's his argument. That was his only thing against me. That was all he could bring.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
Oh, it tells you a lot about them. You know, him and his father, a pair of fucking jobless, dolly bums. His father's never worked a day in his life since he left the army at 21 years old. He's told us many times he was an alcoholic and on the streets and all manner of other things. He forgets this when he starts to tell us that he was some skilled artisan that sort of, plied his wares for 50 years. Well, skilled artisans don't end up on the fucking streets. They just don't. They just don't.
Jennifer. And I mean, I don't know nothing about Niggy, to be honest. I don't know nothing about JOJ.
Well,
I just dislike what they portray on social media, and
But to go back to my original point, I mean, they might not like this, but they shouldn't be here. They should be associating around people who have similar views to them. If they want to debate, they have to be adult and debate. They can't come over here and start telling us we cannot do something. They must come over here and tell us why we cannot do something. And they're not able to do that. They're not able to tell us why we can't say it. They simply tell us you can't say it. And that's wrong. That's wrong.
I mean,
You bring up a child and you don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, with no justification whatsoever. It learns fucking nothing,
They're going to start talking about the good old days. That's what they reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It brings everyone out, doesn't it? But, I mean, I thought at one point Niggy was acceptable when he used to go on Jamie's, and I thought, yeah, he's acceptable. I know
He was.
I could see he was far left, and
Yep.
he often spoke up about different things. But all of a sudden, when his boy came along, he just went down a different path totally. And I don't know who's pulling the strings there, the father or the son, but it's gone bang out of tilt. It's way off course.
Niggy was always a bit touchy about these things, but he was able to contain himself to a degree. But now he'll go from 0 to 100 very, very quickly. If ever he's, somebody's talking to him and opposing his views. And JOJ's the same, and I don't like that. I really don't like that.
Yeah, it's. I think he's a bit further down the road than his father. In fact, I mean the young one.
Oh my Jesus God! I'm holding back here, of course, Tyrone, because I know you don't want this channel to descend into the vile bile that I could come out with. But yeah, JOJ is worse. There's a whole big story there.
He's building up a little bit of a following. I spoke about one individual who goes on there regular. Didn't know his full name, but it was Prank. Is it Prank Audit?
Yep.
Now he's a devious fucker, if you ask me.
Oh yes, I can tell you for sure.
He goes
Prank.
around places and portrays himself as
Yeah,
and then he goes there and he's fucking. Yeah,
I described. Sorry, Tyrone.
Right,
I'm not hearing very well today. My headphones are really low, so apologies. I'll turn them up. I described a certain Muslim practice as barbaric and savage in a little sort of monologue that I did, and he took great umbrage with this and told me that I was to take it back, or he would report me to the authorities. He'd have the police on me, hope not hate, all manner of stuff. And he genuinely believed that he could pull something off. I even heard him on another channel telling people that he'd silenced me on this matter. I mean, I think it's fair to say my extremities have not de-extremed in any way whatsoever. And I think he's the fucking bonkers one. He's probably been smoking weed for far too long. His brain is fucking frazzled. All of his brain cells have been dried up by the weed. And yeah, I think he's probably the worst out of the three.
And he's quite proud about asking people to report channels,
Oh,
he's quite
good.
proud he brought that into
good.
the...
It's all they've got. It's all they've got. It's all they've got. There's the old adage, the only reason we have a civilized society is because we evolved to the point where we were able to sit down and talk. You know, the debate, the discussion, the conversation got us to where we are now. And this can be measured across the world with civilizations who have less ability to communicate, you know. And unfortunately, you know which continent I'm going to point to the most. You know, languages that will have 53 words for moon, but not one word for repair or conserve. And we're talking about Africa. And this is what he's missing. This is what he's missing. He's not got that ability to sit down and talk. And if you still disagree with him, he's not got the ability to absorb that and cope with it. You know, it kills them. It kills them.
I suppose. I mean, he's only a young lad, isn't he? I mean,
oh, I don't know. He's probably in his 30s.
Yeah, I know that he did mention something about the passing of his girlfriend in his last live. I mean,
oh, you're talking about JOJ here.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I went on to Tunes's, and JOJ brought up his girlfriend 3 or 4 times. And 3 or 4 times I said, JOJ, when I spoke about your girlfriend, I was respectful and I was sympathetic towards her death. But what I did point out was what I know to be fact. Now, Tunes was off his face, pissed as a cunt, and Tunes thought that I kept bringing his girlfriend up. So Tunes was going, oh, Vega, don't bring him up, don't bring him up, don't bring him up. And it was all JOJ bringing it up, you know. I think he likes to talk about it. And I have made comments about it. I have, because I believe what I said was quite accurate. And if anyone remembers what I said, I won't say it here, because, again, Tyrone doesn't want me to be too edgy. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll discuss it to a certain degree, but, you know, I wouldn't go OTT with it, you know. But that's just me these days. I'm a bit more mellow. This platform's more mellow than the last one. But
Bear Britain Audits did a short. I don't know if it was from BBA or somebody else. There was a short of BBA talking about it, and I left my tits off. I left my tits off when I heard it, and BBA was right on. It was a little bit offensive. We can all be a little bit offensive, you know, a little bit sort of close to the edge, but it made me laugh, and it was spot on. Absolutely spot on what he says. Absolutely spot on.
That's I don't know what to say about him. I honestly don't. I just totally bemused by the fucking what they spout.
Oh,
incoming call.
yeah.
That's JOJ ringing it up.
Yeah, it's Nicky actually. It's probably the pair of them on a 3-way call. Hey Nicky, hey JJ.
Okay, not that bro. It's just crazy. And just somebody said not to talk about them, but I think we need to discuss them because we need to speak about the fucking shit that they're spreading and the vile comments they're making about people. It's all right, but they're calling these people out for the very thing they're fucking doing to these people.
Yeah,
that's what I don't understand. You know,
they have the ability to be as offensive as we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. In fact, when I was on Tunes's, JOJ's opening line was, "Didn't your ex have to flee to Romania with your child?" which is kind of old hat now. She didn't have to flee. I actually took her there, dropped her off, and fucking sped back as fast as I could. She's now living in my house on my fucking dollar. So it was hardly as he described. But, you know, I worked it out for that year, about 3 years, 4 or 5 years ago now. 5 years ago now, my God, thinking about it. It was the 174,000th relationship to break up that year, you know?
Yeah.
And it was only early year. It was only in June. By the end of the year, it would have been easily 300,000 relationships that broke up. That year alone, it's 14.
Your lad's a teenager now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a teenager now. He's just had a growth spurt, so he's gained an inch or two, and he's gone really thin and sort of adult looking, if you know what I mean. He's lost
So
had
his
little
features have
baby
changed,
cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's doing well. He's obsessed
One
by
of the things
Formula One.
I put in the chat in Dave's. If I just touch on this a second with you. You were talking about the young autistic girl, and I put a comment in there why
Yes.
I banned her. And do you think that she's genuinely autistic, or do you think it's an act?
No, it's not an act. She wouldn't have carried that out for this long.
Because I've seen her, honestly seen her on some talking without a stammer, without anything as plain. Well, if you can understand me, saying plain as I speak, you know.
Yeah.
And just a minute, somebody's knocking the door. Amuse the chat, Vincent. Call him whatever you like.
Anything? Huh. No, I don't believe Jessie is anything other than what she portrays. I think, like anyone, she has the ability to embellish her character, to suit, possibly to manipulate. I never heard her being anything less than what she is, though. She tends to be a little bit scatty on a panel, a little bit away with the fairies. I don't think she's putting it on. I don't think Jessie is even a girl. Rally! She's been on camera, Rally. She's been on camera a few times. She's definitely female. Definitely a girl. Definitely she has special needs. I think that's the old way of saying it. I don't know if that's offensive or not, but she definitely has special needs. She needs looking after. She needs sort of a guide, you know, for the world, and definitely a guide for the internet. And it worries me that she doesn't seem to have anyone policing her activity on the internet at all. If she just kept to her own channels, her own subjects, and her own sort of folk, then she'd probably be all right. She definitely should not be over these sides with us scumbags. I wouldn't have my son come here, let alone somebody with sort of issues socially, not able to read the room very well, not able to know when people are being truthful or ironic. I definitely wouldn't have her. Yeah, she's another Car Selk. Car Selk was probably a bit more capable in some areas. Car Selk was reasonably normal. But again, Car Selk wasn't able to spot the social what's the word, the social sort of indicators, you know. She wouldn't know when somebody was friendly or unfriendly with her, and she would treat them both the same, and that's quite dangerous. Jennifer finds it hard to read the room as well. Maybe you need to leave as well, Jennifer. Take Jessie with you. Maybe it's a J thing. But these panels are really offensive, and people are really sometimes quite mean to each other. Then sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's a bit informative. But you never know what you're going to get. And the fact that she just sits there listening to it all and absorbing it is dangerous for her as well, because they're going to take her off on a weekend trip somewhere with some organisation, because she's going to be going around calling them all cunts with a T at the end, you know, and threatening to hurt people, threatening this, threatening that, and saying "suck your mama." You know,
we're talking about Lex now. Yeah.
Well, we're talking about Jessie. She's going
All
to
right.
pick up on all of these things and possibly rehash them in her own way. And that's the dangerous bit.
The trouble I had, Vincent, the way I looked at it, I give her a platform. I let her on several times. I thought I was very pleasant and everything with her,
You are.
and looked after her when she was on. Yeah, then Shaz came in one day and said she'd been accusing Shaz or something, and a few others are saying she'd been saying this in other chats. So I thought, for her own sake, I'm not going to let her back on.
I was
You
there.
know, so you can't do wrong
I
for
was
doing
there on
right.
panel when you told her.
Yeah, there you go. So by me kicking her off, some people say I was wrong in doing that. But if something happened to her while she was on my platform, then I'd get accused of not putting her off because she's vulnerable. So you can't win either way. But like I said to you, she went into Chubby Reigns and she called me a fucking paedophile and a nonce and everything. So, and she didn't just say it once, she said it several times. And that's why I thought, no, she's dangerous to have around.
Well, I've heard
Forget about a
her.
disability. Forget about
Yeah.
disabilities. It's just dangerous having her around any shape, way, or form.
Well, what I said at the start of what I was saying when you went to the door was, I didn't actually say it this way, but you have to be careful with these people because they can use their personality or their sort of, is it disability, is it condition, against you. They can be manipulative with it, Tyrone. So I've heard her threaten to hurt herself before on panels. She was trying to get onto Dave's the other day, and in the back chat she was writing, well, I'll just go and kill myself then. I'll just go and do this. I'll just go and do that.
Yeah.
And it's at that point, I'm happy. I mean, I'm not the most sensitive of people. I'm happy to block her and tell her to go fuck herself because she's going to do that whether you play a part in that or not.
Yeah.
And it's better you don't play a part in it. It's better you be a million miles away. I'm happy to say fuck right off. And that's what people need to do with her. And if they're not, I don't know.
It's a dangerous game to I mean, I wish her no harm or anything, but I don't want her to get into any harm. And she tends to give her own information out freely on a platform, And so
well, it gets worse than that. She was giving out her telephone number the other day. I know she's given money away, and I know she's been showing parts of her body backstage as well.
Christ.
So, she's not doing that on her own. There's people encouraging her to do all three.
Right, it's disgraceful.
That's worrying as well.
Not. I mean, disgraceful. People are doing that to her.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish her all the best in the world. Don't get me wrong, but I think I'd never have her back on. Yeah. I wish she has a happy life and.
If you remember with Carselk, there was a contingent of people that continually said she has a right to be here. You have no right to tell her she can't be here. She does have special sort of abilities. I can't even describe it right. Am I trying to not offend people, or am I just lost for words? She does have a certain condition. So those people stuck to that line until, I can't remember what happened, but something happened, and then everyone eventually in union said, fuck her off. And she was gone. And the same will happen with Jessie. She'll do something bad enough that everyone will have the sense to just say, it's better if she's not here. And that the point before is painful, because all she's learning is shit words and how badly to speak to people, Tyrone. She's hardly benefiting from this,
Oh no. I think it's. I don't know. She was on a gaming platform. Someone said. I think she's been on a gaming platform for quite some time, and she loves gaming.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden she appeared here. But I think it's not the right place for her.
No.
I don't know what panel she frequents these days, and I haven't got a clue. You know what I mean?
Ooh, she goes on all the wrong uns.
I know she used to be on Chubby Reigns quite a bit. I don't know where she's gone into the swamp at all or anything like that, or what we refer to as the swamp.
I think she can be found in the swamp.
David Mead,
I think one or two of them have stopped having her on.
Yeah. But I only spoke about it because I switched on Dave. She was being discussed, and they were talking about what Lex had said, actually allegedly said about her to get her bits out and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
he's
think
done
that's
that twice.
totally wrong, you know. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, the whole dynamic of it changes when you're aware of what she is, you know,
Hmm.
and how sort of gullible she is.
Yeah.
And
I think she must have a carer, Vincent. She must have someone.
there must
Um,
be, yes.
there must be someone there with her, because if she's like that, I mean, she needs to have a full-time carer around her, you know. So there must be someone there. So whether or not they allow her to go on social media and they know it, but I don't know, just don't know. But I think it's strange. But she's been, like I said, in the gaming fraternity for a couple of years, I think, you know, because someone put it in the chat. Because somebody said it was all fake at one point. They said, no, it's all bullshit. It's fake. Like I said, she speaks properly when then she's got the stammer and whatever. I mean, whatever
Yeah.
the case is, somebody said, no, she's genuine. She's come from a gaming background, so there you go. But I wish her the
Stevie Boy
best. But
said she lives
yeah.
with her brother.
Oh, right. Okay, Stevie. But I mean, I wish her the best in life. But I can't. I'm sure I'll never allow her back on you. For one, I don't want her to get hurt and make, and then I don't know what she's going to do when she's on you. So for those reasons, I would never have her back on. But I wish her the best in life and hope it goes well for her. But that was
Ice
one of the
Chain,
things.
you go and clean that bloody bathroom. Don't you worry about Guinness or Domino's. Go and give that bathroom a good wipe. Get
I love
yourself
a bit
some
of Guinness,
flash,
right?
some Sif, some bleach. You can do the toilet as well.
Yeah.
Get yourself some nice bathroom cleaner, something to do all your metals. Get in that bathroom and fucking clean it, Ice Chain. And then post a photograph of yourself in the reflection of the mirror holding your Peppa Pig mobile phone, and let's see a clean kitchen. Let's bathroom rather. Let's see a clean bathroom. Come on, Ice Chain. You know
How'd
you
you know
want
he's
to do
got a
it.
Peppa Pig telephone, Vincent?
Yeah, he's got a Peppa Pig phone case. Probably found it in McDonald's in the kids' play area, and that's been his phone ever since.
Oh, dear me. So, Vincent, health-wise, how's the old leg doing these days? Is it
I'm all
on the mend?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my leg is good. It's still a bit grizzly, so I still have a dressing on it, but the worst of it is over. It is improving, but improving very slowly.
Ah,
But
right. Yeah.
my inflammations are still around a bit. So this week, one day this week, I start my new radical treatment for anti-inflammatory. It's quite an aggressive form of treatment. I've had to
Mm-hmm.
go through extensive testing to qualify for it, because they simply won't just give it to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I start that on Friday, and I'm hopeful that will just stem my inflammations and allow the healing process to continue, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm normal now. I go out all the time. Still working, unfortunately. My leg was hanging off by one fucking bit of skin. I'd still have to work. So yeah, it's all right. It's a bit painful
Yeah.
sometimes, bit sort of raw, but that's it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody would just put a comment in about this porn, but it's consensual. So what's an issue? I've got no issue with the. I mean, they have every right to do what they want to do in their own lives, But obviously, some people think it's when somebody laughs at it, it's wrong. I mean, it's just somebody's perspective. They take it out of context, and then
Yeah.
make their own narrative up about it. So yeah, everything's consensual. No one's forced to do anything. Not that I've ever seen it, to be honest with you. But what's the difference between that and normal pornography? I don't know. Is there any? What's the difference?
What would you
Other than
consider to be abnormal pornography, Tyrone? Where's your threshold?
Yeah.
What would you consider to be abnormal pornography?
Oh, are you asking me a question?
Of course.
Oh, I mean,
Smiler wants to know.
oh, Spider wants to know. Oh, well, I think when they bring animals into it.
Or, as they used to call him down at the Working Men's Club, Blu-ray. Because he used to sell the porn video cassettes out the back of his Ford Cortina.
Bloody hell.
That's what happens when they're actively in your life. Ice Chain, my son has been actively in my life his whole life. Do you know how... Oh, I'm not going to do this. But if I ever was reduced to the point of taking a little bag of jizz with me to the cinema and paying for a ticket for it to watch a film, then please tell me off. Please fucking tell me where I went wrong. When I start fucking coddling other men's jizz, then please hold me to account. How old are you really? My first car was a Ford Cortina, Jennifer. My first ever car was a Ford Cortina. They're not that old. They made Cortinas up until 89, 80, 90. And my first Ford Cortina was an 85 or an 86. One of those. Might have been 87 actually. 85. One of those.
I think mine was a old Hillman Californian, Hillman Imp Californian. An audible car.
Plus as well, Jennifer, I've driven cars which were like 80, 90, 100 years old. Doesn't mean I was there when it was first built. Yeah, anyway, what's abnormal pornography, Tyrone?
Well, I said to be honest, I think when they bring animals...
Thank me later for this chat.
Go on, what would you call abnormal?
Oh, no, we're not doing that. Oh, no. The question's on you.
Well, I said when they introduce animals into it, like horses and dogs.
Really? Anything up to animals? Is that what we're doing? Anything up to animals.
If it's consensual. I mean, I don't watch it, obviously, but and no need to watch pornography.
So if I say one word, you just say yay or nay, yeah?
Go on.
Pegging.
I don't know what that is.
Thank God for that. I'm glad you don't, Tyrone. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. There won't be a welcome in the hillside.
What does it mean? What does it mean? You've got me on up. Now, what does it mean?
That's when a lady uses an implement to make love to a man.
Oh.
It's kind of a switcheroo.
Oh, right. No. I wouldn't fancy that.
Because I know it gets very quiet in those Welsh towns, Tyrone. I know the electricity cuts out quite a lot. The tellies aren't working.
Oh, I can't imagine that. No. That's one thing I've never watched porn for fucking donkey's years, I gotta say. But
haven't they made it more difficult recently to watch porn on the internet? Isn't there like you've got to prove your age to access porn now? I think so, yes. I think you've got to sign up with either like a recognised organisation or provide evidence so that you're able to access porn in the UK. I'm sure that's true. That was introduced a couple of months ago.
Well, I'm pretty naive. I didn't know what this popcorn porn was until somebody mentioned it.
You mean nugget?
Nugget porn, is it?
Nugget porn, yeah.
Call it popcorn, I don't know. Nugget porn. So, I mean, I can see why it's called nugget, but I never knew what it was. So,
just as I suspected, we have two porn experts or two porn aficionados, Stevie Boy and Origin Unknown. Use a VPN.
Big up the
Get a better
VPN.
lighter. What do I need a better lighter for, Rally Alley? I don't smoke that much. I tell you what lighter it is. It's the only lighter I've got in this house. It's a cooker lighter. You know, the one with the long stem. So, and it's just a lump of plastic with like a swan neck coming out of it. That's why it makes a lot of noise, because it's quite large. But in your honour now, Rally Ella, I'm going to buy a gold-plated lighter, a vintage gold-plated lighter, just to please you.
What's that? Tell us about Two Girls, One Cup. I haven't got a clue what that fucking.
Two girls. Oh, that was the porn bomber video. You know, the chocolate mousse coming out.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
No, I can't remember it.
Chocolate mousse coming out of somebody's bottom.
Oh, right. No.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting.
I've seen that more than I have any other porn in my entire life. I've never really been into porn.
I knew the
too
term,
busy banging women.
I knew the term golden shower, and I knew what the term golden shower was, but that.
Well, what's golden shower, Tyrone?
When they piss all over you, you know.
Somebody clip that.
Porn. How did we get onto the subject of porn? Oh, that
you seem to want to just talk about it. I let the conversation go wherever it wanted to, and you started talking about.
No, you asked me about
extreme sex.
You asked
extreme
me a question
porn.
about something about porn, but no, I don't watch.
I think we were discussing standards.
Oh, right, okay. But I think it's very common, and it's a natural thing for young people to do, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
And the British have always been considered quite repressed when it comes to sex. You know, the whole no sex, we're British thing. And I would assume things haven't changed that much. I think we talk about sex more than we actually do it. And I think that's represented, or reflected rather, in the amount of babies we're having. You know, we're not having many babies at all. So people aren't having as much sex, or at least as much meaningful sex as they ought to. Things I don't like about modern times is how women are sexualized. Women are encouraged to have OnlyFans pages, are encouraged to be sex workers, and this is considered normal. It's normalized. I find that wrong, you know. And I think
it's just an easy way to earn money for people.
It is. It is.
I think it's not a good thing. It's not. I mean, for what the parents think, you know, of the daughter that's doing this. I don't know.
Well, the downside is when feminism pushes. Yeah, there we go. I was just about to say that. Blunt puts it. It's not normal. Julian. Julian. And my name's not Julian, by the way. When feminism, or the Jews pushing feminism, push these things, what you end up with statistics where women engage in casual sex more nowadays than men do, and that's a total reverse to how things used to be. And women cheat more in relationships now than men do, and that's your end of society, guys. That's the end of civilization as we know it.
Do you think is that fact, or is that just fiction?
That's fact. No. There's nothing made up there. Fact. Every study over the last 5 to 10 years has reflected those same numbers. Fact.
Wow.
You know, women have become so, and some people would say that's progressive. You know, women are doing just what men did. Fuck you. But that's not what I want a world to be. I don't want to live in a world full of hoes. You know, I don't. My mother talks about this a lot, you know. My mother is very, very aware of what's going on, very aware of how society has collapsed. and she talks about it quite a lot, and she makes me howl some of the things she comes out with. Far
Isn't
more
it?
offensive than I am.
Isn't it a thing that the way society is today that people have to go out and do and turn a trick or two to make ends meet?
Well, yeah, but I think another statistic on that is like 99% of all women who are on OnlyFans make about $100 a month, if that, which wouldn't even cost their cover their expenses.
Yeah, it's not a
It's
good.
a very small amount of them who are actually making money, which matters.
Yeah. But like I said, it's not a good thing if your parents can see what if you can see what's going on with the daughter, or even you got to say the son as well, because I mean, let's be fair, but the male prostitution is as strong as the women's prostitution, I would imagine,
Yeah.
because there's a whole lot of.
Well, Ice Chain was telling me he's subscribed to quite a lot of men, big Muslim men on OnlyFans. He's telling me it's his only titillation these days.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just. I mean, each to their own. How they survive or how they make a living. It's.
I don't think men make as much money from it, and I would assume the reason for that is men will give money to women because they're simps, first of all, and secondly, they believe they might get a bit of action from that. It may result in something happening, whereas with men aren't so sort of generous. So very much like the porn industry, I think women earn 4, 5, 6 times as much as men do in the porn industry, and it's not because they're in less supply. It's because there's more value from the woman, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. It's
I've thought about setting up an OnlyFans, Smiler. I have.
OnlyFans. It's one of the oldest things in the world, isn't it?
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Professions in the world.
No, acting.
Prostitution.
Acting is the oldest profession in the world, and that's where prostitution came from.
From acting.
Yeah.
Wow. How so?
Yeah. Well, when a travelling fair would come into town, it would have a show, acting, sort of do a play or whatever else, and then you were able to buy the participants afterwards, and that's how prostitution started. That's where the phrase comes from, the oldest profession, from that. I would assume women exchanging sex for sort of financial gain has happened longer than that phrase has occurred.
Oh, it's but I know it goes way back, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah.
Edwardian times, I would imagine.
Oh my God! Before then, what's her name? Magdalena was a prostitute, wasn't she?
Oh, but
Jesus is.
Well, if you look at if it's true when it's portrayed on a film or TV, like in Roman days, then
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's quite an old profession.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll touch on Chris for just the episode. So Chris Wright, when he meets these ladies to give him pleasure, so to speak, and he pays quite a lot of money out for it. But he showed me a photo of the one girl he met last time out, and she was absolutely stunning. She was Russian, and she was like a supermodel. She had that look about her. She was so when they're if she's charging Chris, I think it's a few £100. I think it came to £500 in total for the hotel room and and for her. So if she's doing that a few nights a week, she's coining in a lot of money, a lot. So some of the rougher ones that you see around your cities and that, I mean, but this girl was absolutely stunning, Vincent. Honestly, you wouldn't believe it. So,
Well, a photograph can be quite misleading, as we've seen with quite a few of the women in this community. You know, there's a lot of fucking filtering going on. It's like looking through a bathroom window. Sometimes it's that fucking hazy, you know. And they still look
rather
dog
good.
rough. They still look dog rough. And yeah, so the photograph can be misleading to a degree. I'm
Yeah.
not so sure that I would want to pay more for better looking, you know, because any woman can slap a bit of fucking makeup on and make herself look half presentable, you know, from a distance.
Yeah. But I mean, it's you can earn an absolute fortune. I mean, and I'm not saying I'm not saying women, men do it as well, and
They do.
you know, there's a lot of money to be earned, and that's why I think a lot of people are turning towards it to make a living out of it. You know, I mean,
So when I was a student, 17, 18 years old, I just bought my first car, and I needed to earn money, but I didn't want to sort of I didn't want to do anything which would take it too much time. So I looked for the shortcuts, and one thing I did was security guard for stripograms. I did this for about a year and a half. So it was mainly women,
yeah,
but there was maybe 3 or 4 guys that I would go out with. Sometimes I'd go out with a couple of them, and we'd do, you know, sort of bang, 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 all these venues kind of thing. And I used to I would get paid per venue, the same as they would. So I was driver stroke security. Plus as well, I was the guy that stood there when they were in the back room doing tricks with the punters and earning money after the stripogram. So I was the guy stood on the door taking the money. And I did that for a year and a half. And, you know, they'd do a stripogram and say it was a sort of a men's only type venue. They'd be in the room at the back, and it'd be like 15, 20 quid for a quick hand job, or, you know, a bit more for a blowy, and they'd do 3, 4, and then we'd move on to the next venue.
wow,
Yeah, crazy. And the women would do that as well. The women would pay.
well. Oh, yeah.
That's someone's daughter, Vega. I know. Everyone's somebody's daughter.
Or son.
I was security Ice Chain. I'd be security now as well if I could be asked. Ice Chain's like the body of a 11-year-old boy wearing Pink Panther fucking pajamas, second-hand trainers from the car boot sale, and a Peppa Pig mobile phone, and he's ribbing me. You're ribbing me, Ice Chain. You know what they say? Before you criticise somebody else, take a good look at yourself. When you're able to be happy with yourself, then turn your attention to other people.
It's stretching the realms of possibility, you know.
Right. Well, this forces my hand.
He's quick on the old keyboard, mate, right?
Oh, it's all he's got to do, though, isn't it? It's all he's got to do. It's not like he's got to go to work or anything. You've forced my hand, Ice Chain. I'm going to have to show you. Tennis Vega. Right, get ready to full screen me.
Want my full screen in?
Oh, bear with me. Right. Tennis Vega. There you go. Look at that, Ice Chain. Fancy an arm wrestle? Look at them legs, Ice Chain.
Look at those biceps.
Look at that waist. Look at that waist. If anyone's got a waist like that, put your hand up now. Put your fucking hand up now. I'm a little bit pudgier now. This is about 6 years ago now.
Something like I don't again. I think it's the pink thing. Carry on, Vincent. Just talk to her there.
Go on, Ice Chain.
Do you
Get
want
a
me to keep that on
photograph of.
full, or will you take it off?
I'll take it off. Get a photograph up, Ice Chain. Let's do a direct comparison. That's me just having a casual game of tennis at about 2 o'clock in the morning. There's no way that you're that muscular. Thank you, Google Chrome. I'm glad that you find it beyond comprehension. The arms, definitely not ambidextrous. It's a mirrored image. That's actually my right arm is up in the air. It is mirrored. It should be the other way around. I don't know why, but OBS mirrors it for some reason. It never used to. Maybe it's just a simple setting that I need to whip it back. I've just reverse imaged. Fuck off, Smiler. That's me. I'm not as brown as I am there, though. Beauty therapist has got a small waist. I was a 28-inch waist in trousers and jeans until my mid-30s. Mid to late 30s. I was all small there, and then suddenly woke up one morning and fuck all fit. Just woomph. I don't know if that's middle-age spread. What age does middle-age spread come on, Smiler? Can you remember back that far? Smiler? 30, 40 years ago for you. What waist leg jeans now? I'm a 33. But they're sort of, it's as good a fit as you'll get. Sometimes I buy a 35, which is slightly bigger. I'm 6'3" though, so it's all in proportion. Ice Chain, you would actually be funny if it wasn't so sad. Let's put a photograph up of you in your Pink Panther pyjamas, shall we, Ice Chain? Shall we find that? Have I got it? Oh, please tell me I've got it. And I'll play the Pink Panther music in the background while I put it up. Doo-doo. 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 I haven't got it. Do-do-do-do-do. I've still got a photograph of your shitty bathroom though, Ice Chain. You need to clean that bathroom. It's quite a nice looking bathroom. Just needs a good clean. Needs somebody in there. Take half an hour. Just put your fucking elbow into it. Half an hour. That bathroom will look spotless. Be shining. Don't forget to polish the mirror as well. No, I haven't got you in your Pink Panther pyjamas. He does. Google Chrome, he does. It does the whole... I remember once he was bragging about it. He'd bought some cheap Wu-Tang Clan tracksuit bottoms and a top, and it's like, fucking hell, you're an adult. Even if you want, I've got a few T-shirts with sort of particular brands or sort of subjects on it. I don't go on the internet and go, got myself a Wham T-shirt last weekend. Just choose life. You know? Jesus Christ.
Yes. Sorry, Vincent. That was the painter. Wanted to tell me he's finished, so he's gone. He's off.
Right, you're getting paid off.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he thought he might have to do another half a day tomorrow, but I'm glad it's saved me about 60 quid. So,
well, you know you've missed a trick, don't you? We've got a professional painter and decorator in this community, Peter Pope, who would have done that mates rates, so definitely half price. You'd have had to put him up for a few days, and maybe maybe put a lock on your fucking bedroom door for a few days so he couldn't get in at night. But you could have had that job done properly. And then he could have done any of your electrics as well, because he's a qualified electrician as well. Could have done a bit of plumbing, because he's a qualified plumber as well. All manner of qualifications.
I let him on the other day to say about this thing that's going on with what he's been accused of and that. So he came on and he did thank me, to be fair. I was just trying to let him have his word. But, you know, I'll let everybody have to have a say. But there you go.
He's bonkers. He's just bonkers. He is. He's away with the fairies, some of the things he says.
Didn't he say, do you have brain damage or something? Or was it
I
just
don't
something
know.
that was just thrown around?
People say all sorts on the internet, don't they?
They do indeed, Vincent. They do indeed. Most of it's bullshit.
Yeah, that's right.
But it tickles me. I spoke about this in my last live, about this fighting fraternity, you know. There's always one, like you got this Brett May calling out Danny, whatever his name is, and oh my God, it goes on back and forth going, I'll be there, I'm there, you know, I'm here now, where are you? You know.
We haven't seen one good fucking scrap, have we?
No, not one.
All I want to see is one good fucking scrap, you know?
Yeah.
Even if it's badly filmed.
Oh my God, Tyrone Barnes has really been too much, Vincent.
Yeah. Well, Smiler had put earlier, well, he brings his own kettle.
Oh my God. It's been fun, man. Yeah. But no, it's just so much crap comes on, you know, and I'm more likely the same as I'm all talking bullshit, but everybody does it, so join the club. Join the fucking club.
It makes me laugh, you know, when Ice Chain puts all as oldies. And then he's saying there, not taking fashion advice from the last of the summer wine. Well, without getting too personal, he's living with a woman who's got all grown-up children. So Ice Chain's in his fucking late 40s, early 50s, easily, which puts you on an equal footing with most of us, Ice Chain. And then there's the other half that are younger than you and the other half that are older than you. So less of the fucking old, Ice Chain. The only difference is we are not wearing Pink Panther pyjamas with a Peppa Pig mobile phone case whilst walking around the park.
Don't forget the trainers. Don't forget the trainers.
And a second-hand Gookie trainers, yep.
Yeah, that's all
ladies,
I had to bring
Gookie ladies trainers. Oh, that was so fucking funny. I'd done that whole thing, and then Beyonce had found the listing for, and it was a listing for ladies trainers. The sparkly Gookie ones. Fucking Jesus, Ice Chain, you didn't even have the decency to leave the internet right there and then, because I would have. I'd left the internet. I'd have packed up my stuff. Packed everything away, cancelled my broadband and been gone. You'd have never seen me again.
So, Reptile has put a thing, AK is arranged to fight. Who the fuck has AK arranged to fight?
Ooh.
That's news to me.
I can't see that. Where's the...
It's on the screen there. I pinned it to the screen.
Oh, I didn't... Oh, blimey. AK's not a fighting man. I can tell you that now.
I too, yeah.
AK's not a fighting man.
He's a lover, I think.
I don't know about a lover either.
We're not seeing his face or anything. He's a bit of a mystery, and for him to meet someone for a fight and just be given his identity away, so I can't see it happening. I don't see any of them, you know.
I think AK has had his face on camera a few times. I know what he looks like.
Do you? Oh,
I've got a picture of him.
That's all he shows is his hand with this tattoo or something on there.
He's bald as a coot. And, I know his real name as well. I think
Oh.
everyone knows his real name anyway.
No, I don't know. Well, don't tell me, because I don't know what I don't want to know. No,
And
it
I've got his address as well.
Oh,
If anyone needs that.
AK got punched at his nephew's wedding. You know, where they went down well, that. AK got punched. AK is fighting Quark.
Quark the Ferengi. Who's that?
I don't know.
Don't know who
What's
that
that,
is.
Stevie Boy? Quark the Ferengi. I tell
Like
you,
a Star Trek.
it just
character
makes
or
me
something.
it just makes me laugh at all these people go back and forth. I mean, it was Danny Christie and Brett May. Oh, I've seen Danny Christie fight, and I'll say one thing: he's a fucking tough guy. He'll go.
I
toe to
like
toe with
Danny
anybody.
Christie.
Yeah.
You know when he sits on his sofa talking, he comes across as
Yeah.
a good guy, nice
Yeah.
guy, humble.
He'll stand up against anyone. I got to say that. And yeah, it's the biggest fight that's happening in his life, James Ryan. Alcoholism. Yeah, you got to beat that fight first before you fight any other fucker. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Ice Chain is still having his dick. You're probably older than me, Ice Chain. You may well be surprised. I'm happy to put up. You get on panel, we put up birth certificates, Ice Chain.
do you think we'll ever see Ice on a panel? I don't think so.
No, he has a speech impediment, Tyrone. I don't know if you're aware. He's got a stutter, and also he sounds like really whiny voice. You know, it's almost like a female voice. So no, you're never going to hear him on a panel.
How do you know all this?
Unless-
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've got my sources. Unless he gets a voice changer like Bobby Kent successfully uses.
Is it a voice changer?
Is it fuck? Is it fuck? If you got a voice changer, you wouldn't set it for dopey fucking scouse, would you? You'd go for something a little bit more traditional, you know? Voice changer my ass.
Oh my dear.
Voice changer.
I
From
think this.
Liverpool, London.
I don't know. He used to copy me into everything, but like DC malicious communications.
Yeah, communication.
Who put that
Yeah.
up? What's his name? Put it up. The Scottish lad. What's his name? I think he did it on there, didn't he?
Who was that?
who
Beyonce.
was no. He said that on
Oh, Lammy.
on Lammy's. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it on Lammy's. Yeah. I notice he goes into Joe's chat a lot with the UK lady and whatever, you know. He goes.
I wasn't aware anyone watched Joe's lives. Jesus.
Well, I know he goes in the chat there and with UK lady, and also who's the guy who fell off the fucking shed or off his roof? The one who went to prison.
Oh, Midnight
Foot Soldier.
Soldier. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Blimey.
They're sort of a clicky thing.
Now there's a group of people.
Oh my God. Say no
There's
more.
a fucking group.
Yeah. Well.
So Tyrone, I'm going to jump off in a sec.
Oh,
but
that's okay.
There's some questions in the chat, which I'm going to read out now. Some very inquisitive people
Go on,
in the
then.
chat today.
Go on, then.
So, our first question is, Tyrone, whilst the cat is away, will the mouse be playing?
No.
Not even bowls.
I'm playing bowls tonight, actually. Yeah.
Oh, he will be playing bowls. And that ends the questions, Tyrone.
Thank you very much. how many points do I get?
Well, full points. You know, you were right on every question.
I think I could do better than David Lammy on.
Shocking that was, wasn't it? Absolutely shocking. Man has no shame.
Stop creating rumors and leave my name out of your mouth. Yeah, all right.
So are you gonna be all right for the week? Are you gonna survive?
I think I'll
do you need me
survive.
to send you a Red Cross food parcel?
Funny enough, Vincent, I've been out to a bit of shopping today, and I'm quite. I've just knocked up a big chili that'll last me for today and a few other days. So
Very nice.
Yes. I'm on top of things. Yeah.
You know where everything is in the kitchen?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know how to use the washing machine?
Yes, I do, but
Oh.
I don't. I no need to use it. Everything's been washed and ironed, so.
And of course, you have a whole week of the remote control for the telly being on your arm of the sofa.
Well, that's a good point, Vincent. I have, because I have no control of it these days. You know, she's been watching this bloody what do you call it? Fucking hell, with the will. What's her name? That beautiful-looking woman who used to go with Hugh Grant. What's her name? Right, sexy-looking, beautiful-looking woman.
I don't know. I
Inheritance is called. There's a program being on called Inheritance. And,
okay, a drama.
That's it, Lynn. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if anyone else has seen it, but there was £100,000 at stake, and you know, so there was 5 of them left. I don't know if anybody's seen it all, but I don't want to spoil it, so I won't say any more.
Is it like a game show or a drama?
You want to do certain tasks. There was money up for grabs every week, and then they had to vote to put someone up who would actually earn this money. So, but they wanted them to split whatever the winnings were. So there was £5,000 up one day.
Right.
Then they say, I'm going to give so and so. They'd say, I'll give you £200, I'll give you £400 if you vote for me and all this business, you know. But the boy at the end, he had a chance. He was voted to go up, and he was £100,000, and the silly bastard shared it with everybody.
Oh,
I would have kept
that
it to
was his
myself.
first mistake.
Yeah, I would have kept it to myself. Yeah,
I remember watching Mr. Beast did a format like that. I know most of his content is like that, but he did something in conjunction with either Amazon or Netflix. Maybe it was Amazon, and there was a large pile of cash available, and they whittled it down from, I don't know, 500 people down to 5 or 3 to sort of do the final. It was quite interesting. A few of them made stupid human errors, letting their heart guide them. When it comes to money, folks, you have no fucking friends. Let me tell you that now. There are no friends when it comes to money. My mother always says, when money comes in the window, when money comes in the window, love goes out the door. And that's one of her most famous phrases. The other one is, shut your mouth, you little bastard, and get to bed.
Yeah, that's
but
wise
one she doesn't use so much these days.
Wise words spoken by a parent. Yeah, do we pay any heed to it,
Well, money spoils people, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, there was 5 people up for the shout this £100,000, and they were all saying they'd share it, but behind the scenes, then they would say what they would do, So the one Scottish bird said, hey, vote for me, I'll share with you, but she was going to keep the fucking lot, but luckily she didn't.
Did they have to, behind the scenes, say what they were really going to do?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. The program makers getting them to sort of admit their dishonesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was with the Mr. Beast program as well. They had £5 million up for grabs at the end of
£5 million? Jesus.
And I think he doubled it. At the end, he doubled it from 5 million to 10 million.
Wow.
The end prize. And he gave away probably 4, 5, 6 million along the journey as well,
Mm-hmm.
And there was particular times where there was 10 people left, and they gave this one person the opportunity to take £1 million for themselves, or not take it to save certain people. And she chose to save certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my Jesus God, when somebody offers you money, fucking take it. That's one of Vega's phrases. When somebody offers you money, take it.
Yeah.
Don't question. Never question.
No. I think he could have, because what they did was, the basis of it was, when they go into Strongnum and said they were going to share with each people, they'd come out and they'd tell them, I've given you X amount, but they might not have given them fuck all until these people actually won to go in the strong room to see and to open their box. They wouldn't know if they was telling the truth or not. So but you know, it shows what people are like. I would have kept it all seriously.
You can promise the earth, can't you, Tyrone? But when it comes to it, it's a different story completely. I think people are very, very kind until it actually comes to it. You know, when I hear people say, "Oh, if I won the lottery, I'd change the lives of all the people around me, and I'd buy everyone a house and buy everyone." You fucking would not. You would not. Within about 3 weeks, you'd hate everyone that you ever knew because they just pester you.
Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. We've seen enough of it on you. Talk is cheap. Yeah.
Human nature kicks in when it has to, and human nature's not pretty, sadly. Sadly, you know, I'm aware of that. Tyrone, I'm going to jump off. It was nice.
Okay, Vincent, I'll be jumping off myself now as well because I've been on for 2.5 hours and I've got to sort the dog out with some food. And
I hope you survive all right without the good lady there. I'm sure
I'll be hunky-dory.
I'm sure you'll be all right.
Hunky-dory.
You can always come on the internet if you're struggling.
Ask us
some
I'll
advice.
Do a few late ones, perhaps. I might do a few late ones, you know. Who knows?
Do another ladies' night. That was great.
What a laugh. Didn't go down that well, but it was funny.
It was okay. It was okay in the end. I can't listen to a group of post-menopausal women rattling on about bleeding hoovers and so on for too long. Anyway. Tyrone, have a nice afternoon, sir. Enjoy your bowls this evening. Good luck.
Cheers, Vincent. Have a good day.
Bye now. Bye, chat.
Bye. Hey, new potatoes. Got to see you back. Oh, potatoes didn't go down well. Anyway, people, what we discussed today, make your own minds up. You know, we discussed quite a few subjects, and I know that prostitution thing came into it from somewhere, but it is an old, you know, so if you're not being forced into anything like that, then it's consensual. Then I don't know why other people have got an opinion about it, but yes, you make your own minds up on anything you've heard today. I mean, if you didn't like what was being discussed, I'm sorry, but everyone has a right to an opinion, and that's your opinion. So, and that's fine by me. No problem at all. So, have a great day or great rest of the day, people. And hey, thanks for popping in, everybody, all the new ones and all my old friends. Thanks for all popping in. Big up my mods, big up the chat, and be kind to those that are kind to you. If they're not, fuck them. And as we say in Wales, Hwyl fawr, which is goodbye, and I'll catch you soon, people, and have a great day. Respect and God bless you all. Take care. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening. Hwyl fawr.